Hi there, I'm here with Graham Fisher. He is a Grinnell College senior and a member of the Pioneer baseball and football team. And this week, you were named the Midwest Conference Baseball Pitcher of the Week. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Ted.
That came via a great performance against Cornell College where you went 7 shutout innings, just gave up 6 hits during that time. And the Pioneers, basically, we won that game 2-0, so really shut Cornell down in that contest. What was going through your mind entering that game? Because that was a game where we needed a win after coming off 2 losses at Cornell. Talk about your mindset going into that contest.
Well, yeah, on Thursday we did not fare so well against Cornell. We lost about 3-2 and a pesky 24-4. So I knew that the Cornell bats could come alive. They're a pretty good offensive team, and I just tried to keep them off balance. I knew they were aggressive, so I tried to use that to my advantage by mixing it up early with my fastball and curve, primarily earlier in the count. But then later in the count, when I was ahead, I incorporated my splitter to get more ground balls, and I had a pretty good fly ball to ground ball ratio. I think 10 ground balls to 3 fly balls or something like that. But I tried to use that to my advantage, and it fortunately came out on top.
I think you also showed, in my opinion, a lot of mental toughness. You were able to get the outs when you needed them to. Is that a sign of experience and mindset, or what do you attribute that to?
I don't know. I would probably say experience. Coach Hollabaugh would probably say maturity. So I guess we can maybe agree to disagree. Maybe it's a combination of things. But yeah, probably like you said, a little experience, a little maturity.
So this was also senior day where you pitched so well, and then you also had a big performance at the plate as you did in your previous games with them. How special was it? Like, does that inspire you quite a bit knowing you're playing senior day, your final home games here at Pioneer Park? Talk about the feeling there.
Yeah, it was a little surreal. It was hard to believe that it was senior day of all things. I remember coming to campus for freshman year for football before school even started, like it was yesterday. I drove out here from California, and but it just seems like it was yesterday. So it's still hard to believe that it was senior day. But words really can't describe how good of a feeling it is that went out like in that type of way, with 2 home runs, pitched a pretty good game in the first game, and beat Cornell twice on the home field, on our home field, to take the South Division first place seed.
Well, you also mentioned something that I'd kind of alluded to, but I was going to ask you about. As well as you pitched, you hit .563 during the week, had a 1.063 slugging percentage, couple of homers, 2 doubles, 5 RBIs, and fielded a perfect 1,000er. Talk about the ability to be such a, I guess the great utility player, I guess is the term I would use. Talk about that mindset and what you go through in terms of preparing for both roles, because a lot of pitchers don't have to bat, but when you do pitch, you still bat, and otherwise you're either DHing or first base. But talk about that, about being the utility player.
I didn't hit my first 2 years here, but I was pushing Coach Hollabaugh all along, but it was something I really wanted to do, and I really thought I could help the team out. And so each at bat that I get, I take it like it's going to be my last, and hopefully I can help the team out with each at bat. And fortunately, this weekend that was the case. So
another thing that kind of off the subject, but really still very much part of the story is the contributions of your parents over the years. I know we honored them after senior day, and they have done so much. I talked to both of them, over the weekend, and it was just kind of weird. I thought when your dad especially first came up, because he was the first of the two I saw, that it was like, wow, this is the final time I'm going to see your dad at a home baseball game. It's so talk about their contributions to the program. That's got to be really exciting for you to know they support you in the program so well.
Yeah, I mean, I can't thank my parents enough. They've been there pretty much every step of the way for me, and then helping out with our both football and baseball program. But yeah, like I said, I can't thank them enough. They've been to almost all games so far for baseball. My mom was there for all football games, and my dad was right there too. So the frequent flyer miles are stacking up.
Now, something kind of off topic, but something you and we talked quite a while up in the press box the other day before you pitched, and I know we've had many of those kinds of conversations, but you're a big, you have a lot, or you've had a lot to do over the years with Stanford. You live out in Palo Alto, and I know your dad is, I think he still go to quite a few of the games, but you were
I was the Stanford Bat Boy.
You're the Bat Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did the team do that year?
That year we went to the College World Series and placed third. But it was an unbelievable experience. Just not necessarily that was the icing on the cake, but just being able to be around and hang around those players all the time it was like no other. Just the experience that I got, not necessarily actually playing baseball, but being around such high quality players and people too. It was pretty memorable.
Especially such a storied program like that. Did you get any tips or pointers from the players or the coaches during that time?
Yeah, I mean a few, but it was actually mostly just a lot of just how to play baseball. I like to consider myself to play baseball the right way. There's no right or wrong way, but if there were a right way, I'd like to consider myself to play it the right way, and that's just one of the things that they do at Stanford, and that's one of the things that I think I took from them, how to do it the right way. And
well, speaking of baseball as a possibility maybe in the future, talk about your future plans. We have graduation coming up here in a little bit, and what you plan or are considering doing.
No, my future plans are just that. If you couldn't tell by my reaction, I don't necessarily have it quite yet. But I'm hopefully looking to play baseball somewhere. Just continue on playing baseball would be awesome. I've been looking a little bit overseas in Australia, trying to play maybe a little bit with Matt Gadinsky. He was interested in doing so too. But other than that, no plans just yet.
Okay. I'm surprised Gary Kahn hasn't contacted you. He's a former Pioneer pitcher, and I know he's had some experience abroad. So, well, again, congratulations. A wonderful career so far. We still have the conference tournament. On that note, we've never been to the NCAA World Series for the D3. We win the conference, or whoever wins the conference gets that automatic berth. How much have you thought about that, or do you just take it more game at a time, or what?
Well, we know as a team we know it's there, but yeah, we have to take it one game at a time. As you saw when we came in after our bye week against Cornell on this past Thursday, we did not fare so well. I think we were looking too far ahead of ourselves, and so I mean we just have to take it one game at a time. And that's what we'll do, and if and when we do that, we'll put ourselves in a good spot.
All right. Well, again, this is Graham Fisher, this week's Midwest Conference Baseball Pitcher of the Week. Congratulations on what has been a fantastic career for you in both sports, and good luck the rest of the way in baseball, and we'll take this as far as we can go with it. That'd be great.
Yeah, let's ride it while it keeps keeps on going.
All right. Well,
Thanks.
thank you very much, and congratulations.
Yep. Thanks, Ted.